My life and my perception of time has changed radically since my cancer. Before the cancer, my time and lifestyle was very busy. I had a business that worked long hours, and even weekends we were away a lot. I was lucky in that I can leave work mentally behind after work, though. My diagnosis changed my life completely. I had to retire from work, so found time dragged on interminably. This affects your mindset for some time. You need to adjust to not feeling well most of the time, trying to stay positive, try to set goals, dreaming of better times. Handling depression, feelings of inadequacy, loneliness, and depression. And uselessness. Time since my diagnosis hasn't changed all that much. It still is long days and even longer nights. I'm still coming to terms with this, although I have taken steps to improve my lifestyle, such as financial outings and such as my health permits. I find my family very supportive. My perception of future time is still linked with my disease. My hope is it to clear and my time and life to return to normality within the confines of retirement. I find it difficult to accept my cancer prevents me from even working simple jobs. I see other patients go to work even while receiving treatment, and I find this frustrating, making me feel useless to other human beings. Yeah, you sort of went from a working person where time took care of itself to where you've really got to fill in time. It's a real challenge. And it can be very hard. Like if you're not feeling well and things like that. When you're feeling well, it's not so bad. You force yourself to stay up and participate a bit, and but a lot of the time you don't. Yeah. So filling in time becomes a daily occurrence of challenges. Personally, my time is taken up by sleeping or napping during the day. I find this an escape from other things that tire me out, like conversation, watching TV and reading. I still do these things to a limited degree, but I tend to retire to bed for a restless nap. On days when I'm feeling better, I force myself to stay up and participate. Then comes the nights. The night can be agonisingly long and restless. I'll eventually drop off to sleep of some sort, waking several times from a dream of some sort. Time before cancer I didn't take a lot of notice of. Work was a priority, and it naturally took up time in its own way. If I happened to finish work early, as sometimes happened, I'd take a siesta for a couple of hours. Now I lose track of time, often asking what day it is, what date it is, etc., as it can drag out to long days and nights. My future I'm not sure of, mainly because my disease tends to come back but is still treatable. My wish is to be free of the cancer and some sort of return to health where I can participate again in society to some degree. Then I can say I'm using time in a constructive way again. However, I have to say it's not all doom and gloom. I really am a more positive person than perhaps I presented here. I really do appreciate the trees and flowers, and I like laughter and jokes and family patter. So I do live and look forward to the future. And I'd just like to say that throughout all my disease and my cancer, I have kept positive, and I'm quite a positive person. I can be happy-go-lucky at times. Even though I can get depressed like any other person. But I still remain positive, even though my disease still comes back, or has continued to come back from time to time. And again, it is back again now, but treatable, and that gives you hope. And I think hope is eternal, and you've got to always have hope.